boardwalk area in the middle of San Jose downtown. And just gonna walk, maybe not say too much, but kind of give you a vibe of what's going on. Over here though, some of the best coffee in Costa Rica, so it's an awesome place. But this is, I guess, Trip was saying that this is T Squared, I should say, was saying that this is a boardwalk they built a couple years back, and it's a lot of traffic, a lot of shops. Once again, we'll abide by the rule that was set up in the first couple excerpts, and that's essentially saying that do not want to attempt a jaywalk in this city, town, and this surrounding area, because these fuckers will definitely run you down. So you gotta keep your wits about you. And as you can tell, this is a heavily populated area. Probably about 45. But trying to give you the gist of what's going on and get the feel. So thankful for this camera, and T Squared lended it to me rather than just, I think I was stating this a couple days ago, as far as just sitting down and just the narrative of just, you know, being in the room and just having the webcam. That's okay, but to give you the true feel of what's going on in the given area, you have to be mobile. And having a portable camera, this thing's great. It's a nice little Canon camera, and gives you the true vibe of what's going on. But a lot of shops, a lot of people. I think this is the big bank building over here. Maybe not. Yes, it is. From the bus, which I've been walking probably about 3 minutes or so, probably about a 12 to 15 minute walk to the casino. So we're relatively close, but the bus doesn't drop you off like right in front. So a lot of police presence here, especially in this area, and then the La Sabano Park that we were in earlier. So main thing is, just keep your wits about you. Not a big problem in the daytime, but I think nighttime, I think it would definitely benefit people to take a cab and not be roaming around too late at night around here. But not the cleanest city, but obviously heavily populated. I think what T Squared was telling me, San Jose and the surrounding areas is over like 3 million people. So. A lot of shops. And I think, oh my god, I mean, like shoe shops, I mean, a lot of bars, coffee places. I like this visual as we keep walking down. Maybe tough to see now with the pool of people, but it's a beautiful day right now, though, man. It's like I said, it was like in the low 80s and clear. Just an absolutely phenomenal day. We get this guy belting down here. Give him a little token or two. It's all about giving. Receiving it's secondary. So we're doing the trek. I may keep this thing on until we get to the horseshoe, which is probably about probably less than 10 minutes away. There's a couple cool buildings coming up to the right, I think, as we cross here, so just bear with me if there's any silence and just the mundane walking. It'll get a little bit more interesting here in the next couple minutes. So this is definitely the place to be, San Jose, if you want to buy a pair of fucking shoes, let me tell you. Hanging out in the regions. I was here, I think it was Friday night, and probably like late evening time, and I literally walked a lot of places, and I'm pretty good at walking in general. But Friday night, walking back at about 7:30, man, it was crazy. It was really hard to maneuver around here, and this is just the afternoon on Wednesday, Happy Hump Day. So you notice that a lot of people selling a lot of various remote controls for whatever reason, I don't know. Probably none of them work, but that seems to be a big street vendor thing. clothes, socks. If you're in the market for socks to go with your shoes here in San Jose, there's plenty of socks on the streets. But I don't know how to really explain this. It's in its own right, because obviously I'm like sticking out like a sore thumb here, especially like with the camera and being up probably the only American around. So I figured I would see more tourists, to be honest with you, but in the grand scheme of things, I probably step out like a sore thumb, but that's okay. Keep on stepping, brother. Keep on stepping. And yeah, this is the clearing I was telling you. This is kind of a cool little area. And I was a really good guitar player around here too at the time. A couple nights back. I don't think he'll be here during the day. Probably wait until the evening, but overall, not a lot of street performers, which I thought there would be more of. That's one thing. I don't know if anybody, well, the people that do know me close know that yeah, I was a street performer for about a month and a half over in Amsterdam in Europe, so it's a pretty interesting life to be able to roam the streets and just kind of hang out and jam and interact with people. But yeah, this is kind of a cool opening, cool little area. So, loving life. This is the left we're going to take around the bend here. I'm going to have to pause this because I'm losing the battery for a second here, so I'm going to come back to you in a second.